overlay. You have to do it. You have to upload it and then hit on.
Okay, so I think we're back. Everyone is good.
Okay, it says
I
we're
hope
live,
so.
so.
I hope so.
Hope
Fuck,
so.
I don't know what that is. That's embarrassing.
That's
I don't
okay.
know. No, I don't know what happened.
I wouldn't call it embarrassing. It just was weird. Like,
It was because first,
the
like I said,
reckoning.
first you guys, yeah, the reckoning.
Are there
First
aliens
You guys are
in
like
our house?
gone. And then,
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo?
Like,
Oh.
yeah, so we're back, I guess.
We
Sorry,
good. We
guys.
good.
That was weird. That's never happened, and it seems like it's kind of glitchy right now too. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, I don't know if it's me or is it Google? Or
I would chalk it more up to Google than you personally.
yeah, I don't know. This is the first time anything has happened. So, anyways, okay, let's get back to where we were.
Electric
Barrel wanted to say something about K-pop or something.
Oh, I don't
Continue.
even remember what I was saying about K-pop.
You
I don't know.
said-
We gotta be careful. We don't want to talk about it again and have Google crash for us
Because
again.
yeah, we're talking about. I was talking about Wonder Girls and Big Bang when they used to group together and do Tell Me Lies, or where Wonder Girls would do Tell Me with Big Bang, and then they would transition into Lies by Big Bang. So that's how I found Big Bang, and
Nice.
I just wanted to say that. But
Yeah, you're talking
hopefully it
about
doesn't
living-
Crash.
Growing up with Koreans.
Yeah, I grew up with a shitload of Koreans, so.
I knew a lot of Chinese people.
As did I, but not yet fully grown.
I have known zero Chinese people.
Really?
But everyone always asked me when I was in like middle school and like elementary school, "Are you Chinese? Are you Chinese? Are you Chinese?"
You don't look Chinese at all.
They would always ask my
No.
sister. My sister, is your brother adopted? Is he Chinese? He was more Asian than me though. What the fuck?
Yeah, I actually don't know what you are. You look like, if I had... I don't know.
Whoa, Beryl, you don't know what I am?
No, actually.
What?
I'm assuming you're Hoppa, but other than that,
But you
Hoppa
what?
means, like, part Asian.
I know what it means.
I don't know. Sometimes some people don't know what it means. Like, apparently it's more of a Hawaiian California term.
Yeah, I never knew Hapa until, so I don't know, some crazy, like, half Japanese person was, I think Victor, talked about her video, and I was like, well, that's the first time I ever heard that term. But I am half Japanese and half Spanish. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking Japanese Filipino. I was close. I mean, Filipino
Yeah, well,
Spanish.
I mean,
not that much different.
I
Yeah,
can kind of see that.
yeah.
Like, that's something that I would expect the most, but never get. Like no one ever says, "Are you Filipino?" or
Like,
something.
Because I assume at first I thought you might be like Latin of some sort, like from Latin America, but then like I was like, no, he looks too Asian. Like,
Yeah,
he's
my
mixed.
features clash. My features clash a lot, and I can really change the way I look with just a hairstyle or like just any simple thing can change. I've always been able to do that.
What would
So-
Beryl guess I am? I don't think Beryl knows what I am either.
Oh yeah, Anthony is half as well. I'm not gonna say.
Guess, Beryl.
Gosh, I feel like you have mentioned it before.
Has he?
I think so.
I don't think so.
You're not. Are you Asian? I don't think you were Asian. Maybe you are.
Nope, I'm not
No, I didn't think you were Asian. Weren't you like You're also aren't you some sort of Latin American, like not Mexican, but
I'm a mixed. I'm as mixed as well.
okay. I don't know. I can't distinguish between various Latin countries very well. Like some European countries I can, and then like Asian countries I can, but I can't do Latin countries. So I'm gonna go generic Latin and just
I'm not
and
full
white.
Latin.
Generic
I'm not
Latin.
full Latin.
Yeah, half Latin, like half white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What the fuck? Are you changing it?
What? I'm
You're
not changing
half
it. I am half white.
But what are we define as white?
European.
Yeah.
But you told me two different other things before.
Wait,
No,
okay,
I never did.
What's your ethnicity specifically then?
No,
I'm half
well,
Mexican, half Portuguese.
Yeah. he's
Yeah,
always-
then no, you're. I mean, I guess you could say you're full Latin, but you're white
Yeah.
Mexican.
Right.
Yeah, and part Portuguese, not very much though.
Well, I mean, like if you look at my
Portuguese
fucking
is
grandparents, they're white. Yeah, Portuguese is white.
Portuguese is white. Spain is
We're a
also
mix.
very white. But
We're a
they
mix
they come
of,
in
like-
very dark as well. But I mean, they can count. I think they can count as Latin. Like Spain and Portugal, I think can be counted as Latin, but they are indeed. They're still white.
Well, because my mother's side, my mother's mother, so my grandmother, her side of the family is all blonde hair, blue eyes, as well as my grandfather's side. They're the only exception because they had dark hair, dark eyes. That's what I got.
Yeah, I actually, my family's like, part of my family gets progressively more Portuguese the farther you go up, but they look really white, and like, it's Spain and Portugal are one of those countries where, no, they're white, they're technically white, but I think they can count as, not Latin, not Hispanic, but like, I'm I don't remember exactly, they can classify as two things, but they are white. One of those.
So, Tristan Kramer is kind of spamming the show, so should we ban him? He's like, penis, vagina, asshole.
I
Yeah,
don't
just
care.
ban him.
Yeah,
if you
ban
can.
The
Can
more
you?
Comments, the more
Yeah.
comments, the more I make on this video.
LeMayo.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know.
Whatever. But, yeah,
I
but
think
I'm
he
from
might
the
have
Azores
just
Islands,
left you.
so that's, I think, because I'm from Azores, fun fact, same island as Cristiano Ronaldo. But,
That dude's always on TV, dude. Like,
Yeah,
like
but-
right now, he's on, like, he has this commercial for this, like, mouth exerciser.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
I sent that to Charlotte yesterday.
And, like, he never puts it in his mouth. Like, everyone else puts it in his mouth, puts it in their mouth, but he never puts it in his mouth. And he kind of does, like, oh, yeah, I just had it in my mouth. Gesture. I think he's
Yeah.
too embarrassed. Like, he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll promote it,
Charlotte-
but I'm not going to do it.
Charlotte and
Yeah.
I were talking about it. We were like, because I sent this, because I send her things occasionally that I find that I think would make like really funny videos that she might want to do, and since I can't do any of them, and I saw that the other day and I sent it to her, and she was like, "Oh, this is hilarious." She was like, "Oh, I might like actually want to buy it for myself as well." It's really expensive. It's like Ichiman Yonsen, like $140.
Yeah,
And, like-
they don't say how much it is in the commercial, but
Yeah, you have to go online. I saw it
looks like
online.
a
not on the
plastic, just
commercial.
plastic, like
Yeah, it's some sort of
Flappy
silicone
Bird
plastic
thing.
with weights at the end. If somebody who knew what they were doing could replicate it really easily. But we were
Yeah.
talking about, we were both like, oh, maybe we should actually buy it. I wonder if it works. we got into that discussion. It was like, we
Yeah.
gotta work out our faces. Oh my god.
That dude is everywhere, like shampoos,
yeah.
KFC. He's like the He's like, I don't know, spokesman. I don't know what you say. I don't know. He was like all over
yeah,
the
spokesman.
KFC boxes. You know.
There's another word for it. I'm forgetting. I mean, he's cute, so whatever. Like, I wouldn't mind.
He's everywhere.
He was on TV in Japan.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Why? What's the? I mean, he's a soccer player, but besides that, why is he suddenly famous in Japan?
Everyone comes, you know.
Yeah.
to
And
Japan
everyone
for
goes
that kind of shit.
internationally. But
Well, because there's other soccer. I guess he's just really
Is it
attractive.
like that other
to
girl?
soccer
Like,
players.
what's her name? She's everywhere too. The chick who used to date like Orlando Bloom.
oh shit.
With him and Justin Bieber got into it because of her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Leonardo
What's her name?
DiCaprio. No,
What?
the other one.
No.
No, the girl.
He is only
It's a girl.
encouraging him.
It's a girl.
Girl.
This chick, she's all well.
I don't know. Go on his Instagram.
Who's
I heard he
Instagram?
posted a picture of that
Justin
chick
Bieber.
on his Instagram.
Anyways,
Yeah,
this
it was on the
chick is all
fucking
over-
news.
she's all over the advertisements here in Japan too. So I think they're the two biggest promoters or whatever. I don't know in Japan right now, and they just come over here, you know, just to promote stuff. I guess.
So wait, can you even ban people in the comments? Like, I don't even think you can.
Oh, I think I can. I'm the only one who can ban people,
Yeah, you're the only one.
right?
Yeah.
Shit, well, I don't even
Spammer.
know. Well, he stopped, didn't he? So maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I don't know.
but
He said I love you, so maybe he had a change of heart.
That's the trolls, man. Don't.
So
don't feed into
I
it.
believe in you, Tristan. Cranmer.
Don't ruin it.
I believe in you. He's cool. I think so. Maybe.
I hope so.
Oh, okay. I wanted to say this right. I was gonna say this, but then we died. But I was gonna say that one of my friends is coming back. I think he's on the plane now. He's riding the Hello Kitty plane, and he's coming back, and he's gonna be here tomorrow. Because that nice time zone difference works when you're coming back from Japan. But he's bringing me like tons of stuff. I think I've tweeted about this. Like, he's bringing me like the Persona Q 3DS LL Japanese version, and I'm getting like a few games like Dragon Quest and like a couple other things, and like tons of Kill la Kill gachas and like all this shit, right? And I think I'm most excited for are fucking Family Mart pins, because they're like my favorite pins. You can only fucking find them at Family Mart.
Oh, Tristan wants to know what size your gauge is.
No, actually, they're stretched ears, not gauges, and I actually don't know.
Last
I
night
just have
was
I have a set. Oh, sorry. I was just saying I have a set that I'm stretching up again because I've had them stretched before up to an inch, and then I took them out. Or like this one. But I actually, because I'm just going through the set, I actually don't know what size they are because it's not relevant to my knowledge. Like, it's not important for me to know until I'm an inch, and then I'll like start giving a shit about what size, like watching my sizes. But yeah, sorry. Go on.
No, I was gonna say last night I was talking to my dad, and he's like, I was wearing these earrings. He's like, "What do you got in your ear?" He's like, "Do you got a hole in your ear now?" And I was like, "No, it's just earrings."
Yeah.
But they kind of look like they could be gauges.
Yeah,
so I
they
kind
could
of
fool someone, definitely.
But I was like, no, they're just earrings.
It's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah, I used to have them at an inch, was like this. And because
Oh,
I've
yeah?
stretched them before, my ears are stretching up like super fast. Like, I'll probably be at an inch by the end of the year, which is like maybe even faster. Actually, I'll probably be at an inch in about maybe the end of the year, which is really like ridiculously fast.
Okay.
So the more you know.
Yep.
Michael Kuzos. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I'm not even wearing any makeup right now. I'm so mad. I was like, fuck, I don't have time to do anything. Can't run home. I was like, I can't throw on some BB cream or anything.
We could have waited for you.
Oh, I wasn't gonna do that. We will do it now. No, I'm not gonna do it now. It's way too late.
Live.
During the live stream.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I thought about washing my face live, like washing and then coming on and putting my stuff on while like talking, because it's time consuming. I have to like sit. One of my steps in my process means I just sit around for like 25 minutes, so it's like I can't finish anything, so I just have to do something and wait, and so it's like, oh, I can just do that, and then I just wait and finish it up. Oh, so more shiny and mega Pokemon and stuff have been announced, and then
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about shiny K-pop.
no, shiny K-pop or shiny Pokemon like from K-pop Pokemon. That'd be cute. Little, yeah.
Were you talking about Mega Evolutions for the
Yeah, there's
Mega
new-
Ruby and stuff?
There's new
Yeah.
Mega Evolutions that have come out, and then like sorry, somebody was reading the comments. And then there's also the like you can get like Heathercross and Pinsir at like GameStop and other places that have like the mystery gifts or the online gifts. And you can get like the Mega Stones like a couple weeks later. I know that's
really?
happening too. But yeah, they've announced a few Pokemon, a new Mega Pokemon. And then of course I'm most excited for all the Pikachus and costumes.
I listen to Baby
Oh
Metal.
yeah, I did hear about that.
Tristan asked
The contest?
if you listen to Baby Metal.
Huh?
Yeah. Tristan asked, "Do you listen to Baby Metal?" And then I said, "I do."
Yeah, I heard a couple. I really like their chocolate song. I don't know
They're
what
fun.
it's called. The chocolate.
I mean, I listen to them more ironically than anything, but they're fun.
I don't listen to them daily on the regular,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
I do check out their YouTube videos if they
Oh.
upload anything.
Kyle said that Michael Kuz is the guy in the middle of his profile pic. I can't really see it; it's too tiny. I went to the profile. It looks like he has about 2 inches, though. That's the size I plan on going to. He said, "From a band you probably won't like, lol." And I was like, Kyle, what kind of music do you think I listen to? I'm curious. What kind of music do I seem like I listen to? Like, or what's some of my favorite music? Or even
Cosplay
bands,
Pikachu.
even.
What? That showed up.
Cosplay Pikachu. Yeah, dress up, like, paint myself yellow and then dress up in a dress.
Oh, I thought
And
they
then-
were
and then go to
referring to
Comic-Con.
the Omega Ruby and Sapphire, where you can dress up Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody said cosplay Pikachu, so I said, I dress up like that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think Ruby was the last game I played, and I just didn't like it, and I didn't continue after that. But maybe I might give it a chance. I don't know, because I don't got enough money to buy like a 3DS, so I don't know.
Yeah, the 3DSs, like, the Japan still doesn't have the 2DSs, which are a shame because they're super, like, tiny and way cheaper. Like, they're only $100 in the
Yeah.
US.
Oh really?
Yeah, and so you might even think about having somebody just send you an American one with games, just a 2DS. And the thing is, you can't use 3D on it, which doesn't matter, like, 99% of the time. Like, 3D is cool, but it really, like, you never play in 3D for more than, like, you play for, like, a few minutes, and you're like, okay, I'm done. But it is cool, but there's no 3D, and it doesn't bend. It just is, like, you might have seen the jokes of it where it looked like they were photoshopping it onto, like a piece of wood, and it looked like an axe because of the shape of the 2DS. And but it's pretty cheap, and it got licensed in Japan. Like, the name, I think, got licensed or something, but they still have yet to, like, release anything, which is a shame. But I think because their market in Japan is good enough with their selling 3DSs that they're like, no, we're not going to release a cheaper version because people will
Yeah.
still buy the more expensive ones.
You could go to a book
makes
off and get a cheaper one. You can get a used
Yeah, a
one.
used one. Yeah, the used ones are pretty cheap. My friend bought me used, or, like, I guess it was new, but I think it was being sold as used quality, Persona Q 3DS LL, which is a special edition, which I'm really, like, looking forward to getting, even though it's gonna make me broke. I'm gonna be broke forever. I'm gonna own, like, he's like, you can buy me games, and I was like, I'm so broken.
But that's crazy though, with the Pokemon Oras or whatever. You know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my childhood. That came out when I was a kid.
Jesus Christ, I feel old. I played the fucking originals. I played Green. Somebody I knew when I was a kid had a Japanese version of Green, and he, like, fucking showed me that shit. Like, man. I was young, though.
Damn. But now, because Leaf Green and Fire Red, those were your childhood remakes, but that's at the time of Ruby and Sapphire, which was my childhood. So your guys' remake game was during my childhood, but now people who are younger than me are getting this game and they don't have
Oh
any,
shit, you're
most
right.
kids don't
You're
have
totally
a clue.
right.
So I am
Wow.
safe to say that I'm feeling old as well.
But to be honest, I really didn't feel like my childhood was getting a remake until Soul Silver came out.
Mhm.
Like
for-
red, like Leaf Green and Fire Red came out, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, another Game Boy Advance game.
Mhm.
When you play it, yeah, it's a remake, but it didn't feel special to me. Like, oh my god, this is my childhood, you know.
Yeah.
Until like Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out, and I was like, oh my god.
I
you know,
love
this
that shit,
this
dude.
is
That
cool.
was a bomb game.
For me, it wouldn't feel like it was my childhood until it was, Crystal version.
Yeah, I hear you. I played Crystal after I played, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
But Crystal was the one that I really put all my time into, and the one that, like, I really, like, that's the one that I remember the most fondly.
Oh, you listen to Carnifex, Kylo? I used to listen to them, as well as Suicide Silence. When what was his name? Mitch was still alive. But now I'm out of that genre of music. So sorry. But yeah. But I remember I poured hours into Crystal as well as Silver. And but no game caught my childhood like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I remember after I beat Sapphire and I bought Emerald, I put in 450 hours into Emerald. And then my dumbass kid mine was like, LOL, delete your file and make a new one because you're bored. So then I put in another 200 into that game. So altogether 650. So. Because.
Have any of you guys ever? Oh, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's cool.
I was gonna ask, have any of you guys ever tried to make your own Pokemon game, like with RPG Maker?
I have actually thought about that.
Like hacking it?
Yeah, like making your own.
I remember when I was in high school, I tried to make my own Pokemon game with RPG Maker, and it was okay, but I never finished it. And I also tried to make my own Pokemon game through like the tools, like with the natural like GBA, ROM, you know. But yeah, I was just wondering if you guys have ever tried or attempted.
No, I didn't. But
I was always thinking about it.
No, I never did. That's funny though. Yeah, I own it. There's a lot of hacked ones. I own a hacked one. It has lots of Spanish and weird Pokemon in it. They have really fancy hacked one now. For like the newer ones. Like it's an actual Game Boy Advance cartridge that I have. That was my hacked one. But they have ones you can download, like ROMs of hacked ones that are like really cool, and like the graphics are totally changed, and like it's really interesting.
Yeah. Like, what?
I was playing. I was doing a Let's Play of Pokemon Zeta version and Omicron version, and it's really cool. But I never finished it. I only did like 3 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I still have it on my computer, and yeah, it's really neat. It's like how do you explain it? Like every single, like, how many Pokemon are there? Like 700 something Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, all like 700
like
whatever, or like in the game, and they're like use like the 3D models from X and Y. So yeah, it's really interesting. The story is different too. So.
Yeah, they're changing it up with how they did.
So like some of the fans are coming out with like some interesting stuff that Nintendo doesn't even come up with. I think Kyle O, he just said, what?
Carnifex and Suicide Silence are both my favorite childhood games. Childhood games are Pokemon and Halo.
I was trying to post the link to the Persona Q 3DS Grimoire. Like, it looks super cool, but if you just go to amazon.co.jp and just type in Persona Q 3DS, it'll come up. Like, you can look for it in English. I'm so excited!
You said Persona Q?
Yes, it's the one that's like Etrian Odyssey that's coming out.
Tristan wants to know, we know kanji. I'm like I said before, I'm like in 5 level at kanji, like I know basic. I don't know, because I never really studied like on a like a normal path. So sometimes I know like very hard kanji, and sometimes I don't know very simple kanji, you know? I'm kind of like around, you know, so. I mean, I guess I know some kanji. I know enough to function. Kind of. Well, I mean, I can't read, like, forms to fill out or whatever. But, Fuck, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, Persona.
Q, 3DS.
His thing said, and my childhood games are Pokemon and Halo. Mine would be Fire Emblem, Pokemon, and the Zelda series.
Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, Pokemon. Zelda Seasons and Ages, especially.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's cool.
that you have become the best friend.
Don't you guys not realize like how many games I play? Like I'm a big nerd when it comes to games and anime, especially.
In terms of people I've talked to, I've only known one other person in my life who knew what Seasons or Ages was.
Really?
Yeah.
I bought both of them. Actually, I had the cases for them, and I threw them away because I was like, I'm not gonna sell the games. The cases don't matter. But I had the cases and shit. I still have the booklets for them too.
I had the strategy guide for it,
Nice.
but I had both games, and
This
then I
is
have
awesome.
the Japanese version. I had to buy it because why not?
Is this Persona 4 and Persona 3 characters?
Yeah,
Same game?
it's I believe it's non-canon.
Oh, it's non-canon.
I don't take my word on that because I heard it was non-canon. Then I think for a second people were saying it was canon, and they were like, no, it's not canon. So I'm not 100% sure. But I believe it's non-canon. But actually, when it came out in Japanese, like I believe the Atlas website, I believe, even posted like, please don't post spoilers until it comes out in America and people can play it. Oh, Atlas, they're so great. I wish I could work for Atlas. It's cold. Oh,
Really? It's fucking hot in my room.
It is hot over here. What was it?
Persona Q 3DS.
No. I was reading Anthony's comment.
Oh.
It's really easy to do the AJET method.
No, he said Japanese is so fucking hard to learn. I was like, just do the AJET method.
Yeah, but it's still hard. It doesn't make it easier. And just
Yeah, doesn't the AJET method does not really do anything for kanji?
oh shit. Is she,
Oh snap! No,
is she talking shit about your method, Anthony?
no,
Oh shit.
not really.
Oh shit.
If she doesn't agree with it, she doesn't agree with it.
Hey, no. Trishan just commented Japan or Korea. That just reminded me. I did say a while back that I wish Japanese had a Korean style alphabet, and Burrow did say that she. What'd you say? You disagree or whatever?
I found that actually that there's lots of benefits to kanji, like
Yeah. Well, benefits of kanji and stuff. That it's actually easier, and now I do see. Yes, you are correct.
because trying to learn, it's like you don't think about it like until trying to do it, and I think it's because my brain has been in Japan mode because I've learned other languages that don't use what is it? Is English is Roman font, I believe. But like it's like Russian. I've learned Russian before, and reading and writing and like and learning to do words wasn't hard. But I think after like studying Japanese with kanji for so long, that like you learn like kanji, like they're really like weird and hard, but they're also easier. I feel like it's easier to remember words. Like I can look at words and be like, I don't know what that like actually means 100% or how to say it, but I know what it means. Like there's a lot of words and things that I'm like I don't remember how to say it, but actually I can read a sentence and like not actually be able to say it out loud but know what they're saying. And with like Korean, like you can't do that. And I mean, I suppose in English there's also lots of limitations, but I think with Korean, because let me talk about languages for a bit, but because Korean is used to have a hanja, which is kanji, or like Chinese characters, that it's set up that way. Like imagine if Japanese suddenly dropped kanji, like it'd be really weird to learn. And so I think that's
especially like if you read like if you play like a game or something. Like I know, like I try to play like some older like NES games and like Pokemon games where it's all hiragana and katakana, and it's so difficult.
So difficult.
Yeah.
But
like like if you like just glance at like a sentence or whatever, and just by glancing at the kanji, you can already get an idea of what they're talking about, even if you don't really understand the sentence completely. Just by the kanji itself, you can kind of get an idea of what's going on.
And based on repetition and context, you learn. So
it's Yeah, because just with Korean, there's so many words that have like it'll be like 10 words that are spelled and said the same way, but they have different meanings, and it's because it used to use kanji. Where in spoken word, it's obvious, it's like more obvious from context and things like that. But like when you're reading it, it can be a lot more difficult. Like your brain, I feel like or at least my brain doesn't jump to that meaning right away. So I don't know. I can't think of a good example of that off the top of my head. I'm like tired and cold.
I gotta tell you guys to get this app. You guys got iPhone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have an iPhone.
Yeah, everyone has an iPhone here. People who are watching too, I recommend you guys are learning Japanese. Get this app. It's in the App Store. It's just called Japanese. And I saw it on Abroad in Japan's latest video. No. I said, stay with me. I saw it in his latest video, and he was praising it. And I was like, man, I gotta check this out. It's like $8 in the App Store, unless your iPhone is jailbroken, of course. Then
I don't think you can
free.
really get free. I don't know how to get free apps from the App Store without paying. Like even though my phone's jailbroken.
Well, I just download them from the internet. I'll send you a link later.
So it's just called
But,
Japanese?
Yeah, it's just called Japanese, and it is amazing. It is amazing. It's the best dictionary I've ever had.
Oh, I
And
just
it
used
works
the
online.
Oh, I see it. Hey, yo, is it this one? Oh, shit.
Let me see. Yes, that is it. It is
800 yen.
amazing. It's definitely even if you don't have a jailbroken iPhone,
Yeah, I'll buy
I
it.
highly recommend it. It's totally worth the $8. It is amazing. The way there's like what 1, 2, 3 different ways to research to look up kanji. Even if you don't know how to write it, you can do it by component.
Is it for learning Japanese or is it just a dictionary?
No. It's a dictionary, and you can study Japanese on the app too. Like it teaches you like what 4,000 different words. And I've only used the study function a couple times, and it was pretty good. It's more like an SRS thing. It's just like Anki. It's like a powerful dictionary, and a powerful dictionary mixed with an SRS, and you can save the like stuff like notes and like kanji or sentences that you've looked up, and it even gives you like JOPT kanji and words, and gives you example sentences too.
Hey, did anyone else notice that if you look it up in the App Store, the first picture has Fukuoka? We're looking up Fukuoka. The city I lived in.
Okay.
If you look on the picture, you look at their like just the it shows you the the fucking like
Japanese.
screenshots of the app. Like the first one, they're looking at Fukuoka.
Oh, mine might be a bit different because I'm in the Japanese App Store.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll go check it
Yeah,
out.
because mine doesn't have that.
Oh, see, I've found other apps that are free that I find that are like maybe not in one app, but I have like 6 or 7. Actually, I have quite a bit of Japanese apps, but I only have a few that I really use. But like I found free things that will do the same thing.
Oh,
Like my
really?
app, I just used it. Do you know the Iniwa?
Yeah, I
this
have
one's
that.
way better than Iniwa. I had that one too. This one is like blows that one out of the water.
Well, I mean, in terms of a dictionary, I don't care about the extra stuff. I don't care about like being able to look it up by writing it. 'Cause I have a dictionary for that separately, and then I don't care about studying like for words or things like that. Just purely as a dictionary. I'm curious.
What about
how it
saving the
works.
words you've learned? or
You can
looked up?
save that. You can do that on Iniwa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can create lists. I have like 200 words. I have and like a couple kanji I've
Oh, me
saved.
too. I have like 200 something words.
And then you can look them up, and you still have your history, and you can look up kanji by radicals, things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. And you can look them up by list. You can still find the kanji list and stuff, and you can make notes and back it up and everything. And there's examples, and it gets better. Like it's been getting better. Like it's better than it was. Like they had an update like I want to say like a month ago that like made it like really sleek and nice. But no, I really like Iniwa. And it uses tons of online sources and uses like sources from dictionaries and stuff. So in terms
Does
of
it work
words,
offline?
yeah, Yeah.
You knew what? Yeah, it works offline.
Yeah, I'm looking at the recent.
I'm just like, you're like, this app is great, and I'm like, no, fuck you, Jonathan, it's not.
Well, basically, it looks almost the exact same.
I mean, I'm sure there's things, like, if you care about having multiple things in one app, then, like, I'm sure that it's worth it, but for me, I don't care about having my dictionary and my flashcard app and this all together. Like, I'll have separate apps. I actually, a lot of times, prefer separate apps. And in terms of, like, spending money for apps in that sense, I've probably spent up to $8, or will spend, I have to, up to $8, but so far everything I use is free for studying that I've ever downloaded, but I'm going to download a Chinese dictionary for class in a few days.
I endorse Japanese in the App Store, and Beryl
endorses Emiwa.
Emiwa.
Try Emiwa if
basically-
you want something more by Japanese.
Yeah, Emiwa can get the job done just fine. If you don't have $8 to spend. But, yeah.
Oh, Pug Chen's from the UK or Australia. Used the "this is mental."
Wait, who'd you say?
Americans don't use that, so he's
Oh,
not.
Kyle says he hates French. French is such a good language. I've thought about taking it again. I studied it for like 3 years.
This
Oh,
is
Pug
mental.
Chen. I know her.
Pug Chen. Okay.
I've
I'm
seen
going
her
to
recently.
BRB because I need to turn off my fan.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really digging this app to learn Japanese.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, it's fucking badass, man. That dude abroad in Japan endorses it too. Better than Emiwa.
I'm
Oh
sitting
shit!
He said it, so it
Shaking-
must be true.
Oh shit!
But
El Pugchan
What?
wants to know who the lady with the piercings is.
I'm Beryl. Read my tag. I have a sign.
Yeah, we have name.
Look at my
like,
name. It tells you.
Lower thirds. It even has a link to her channel.
Australia.
Oh,
There we go. I
It's
was.
kind of cut
yeah,
off.
I felt.
Unless it's like not showing.
Well, the link is kind of cut off because of the bottom.
Yeah, for the little
two-
boxes we
yeah,
have.
the box. Sorry, I guess that's a bad design.
Nah,
on my
don't worry
part.
about it.
I didn't take that into account when I made them a long time ago.
Then pop off and save.
What
yeah,
other
we should
apps
probably
do you
take
guys
that.
recommend?
What other apps?
I mean, do you
I was
have-
gonna
I
do a
don't know.
video on
I
that. Like,
I
going
fucking
into
typed
the-
it. Jisho online, and I got a monolingual dictionary.
Yeah,
monolingual?
like Emiwa is
It's okay.
definitely in terms of apps, because you can find books and online resources. I mean, apps are good for some things, but if you have an iPad, maybe it's better. I don't know. I feel like with an iPod, it doesn't, or sorry, just on an iPhone, it's not a big enough. I don't know. I don't have that many apps because I've not found things that I've actually really, really like. I've found books I really like, but I would say Emiwa is definitely like that. If you're learning Japanese, you want that on your phone.
Yeah,
I also
Emiwa
have
is really helpful.
And Emiwa, because you can tell, so if you copy a sentence and you open Emiwa, you can have a setting on where when you have something copied, it'll paste it onto a clipboard, and if it's in Japanese, if it's something you've highlighted that's Japanese, it'll open up a clipboard, and then it'll show you, the Furigon, it'll show you the words, and it'll show you, like, the grammar and the words broken down. It's not like,
Well,
some of the
hang on.
grammar is a little wacky, but the words are perfect.
You can put full sentences into Emiwa,
Yeah, just,
and it breaks it down?
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Japanese
It
doesn't
analyzes.
do that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I was like, that's the last.
Wait, let me try.
That's the
I-
last
I-
8 months maybe of Emiwa, like 6 to 8 months. They updated and added that. Like they've
Oh,
been
really?
adding stuff. Yeah, it's gotten
Wow.
progressively. I mean,
That's
I
really
really
good.
liked it when I first got it about a year and a half ago, but like, I've really, really liked it since. Like, maybe even longer. Maybe like 9 or 10 months it's had that feature, but. Yeah, you just if you copy something, you're in like a message, you're like, I'm not sure what this word is, you copy the word, or you copy the whole sentence, just, hold it down, copy, and then you just open up Emiwa, and if you have the clipboard setting on, I think it's on automatically, it just opens up a page with with what you have, translated, or what you
Yeah.
have
Awesome.
copied, and you can do it.
It's pretty badass. It's very helpful. It helped me a lot when I was starting out.
You can
And
also
even
search
now it helps.
QR codes.
QR codes?
Yeah, like if you ever needed QR codes. It's called on Emiwa. It's under Learn. It's called the Analyzer. You just paste in a sentence and it'll do it, or it'll open. Like I said, I have it where it opens up automatically. If I
Yeah,
type it in
me too.
Japanese, it's really good if I'm like I don't know what this word is,
Mm.
Mhm.
or if I'm like really lazy and I like don't want to, because it's not perfect. Like the grammar is still kind of weird, and if anyone's
Yeah.
using an accent or using slang or something like it or Ben or slang or something, it's not going to be perfect, but like it'll tell you what the words are, which is like half the battle. Like if you know what the words are, usually in like basic grammar, you can usually figure out what 90% of people want to say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just like closed our channel. Is everyone just? Are you just looking it up still?
Yeah, I just want
Me?
to get a good like sentence, you know.
I just copied the last tweet somebody sent to you in Japanese.
I don't have any people on my Twitter who speak Japanese, besides like other YouTubers. But no one ever talks to me on Twitter. No one
I
ever
did
looks.
for a while, but
Just
then
you
we
guys,
became
sometimes.
really good. Killed
I
by.
only talk to like there's maybe 10 people.
No one even talks to me on my Facebook either. I'm like a
Oh.
lonely guy.
I don't think you even have me added on Facebook.
No, man, Japanese doesn't do that. It just,
Yeah.
well,
That's
it breaks
crazy.
down every word. Like it gives you like. Well,
You know, I
guess
mean
it
that's what
kinda does
Emiwa does. It breaks it down
Oh.
by piece. It's not just gonna translate it, but I just have Google
okay.
Translate.
Yeah, I thought
if
it
wanted to.
translated it. Yeah, this
Oh.
one breaks down every word. Yeah.
I mean, it basically translates it because it breaks down all the grammar and the words and stuff. But
Yeah,
if
that's
I
what
like
it is.
don't understand the entire sentence, I put it into Google Translate first,
Yeah.
or after that, not first. I put it into Emiwa. If I still don't get it, I put it into Google Translate. Google Translate.
Oh, the Android app. I just saw the last comment. What's a good Android app? I think it's called JED, right?
I have no idea,
In the market, it's not Marketplace anymore. Fuck, what's it called? Is it called Marketplace? No, Google Play.
Google Play, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I think it's called JED, like all caps.
Oh yeah, J.E. Dick, right? That's what I have.
Something like
Unfortunately,
that.
I have no idea
That's like
for-
the best. It's like the best Android Japanese learning app.
It should.
I had it on my old phone.
It's a really old app. Like,
Yeah,
they haven't
I don't even
updated
know
it.
if they updated. Did
No, they haven't
update it?
updated it.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, it did
That-
update. Yeah, it looks just like Emiwa.
Nah, but dude, I have
And,
it running on my iPhone
Japanese?
5. It looks like this small, tiny iPhone 4 screen.
Bullshit. It's not for iPhone.
Bullshit! I got it right here.
No, I mean they don't care.
Are you
It was
serious?
probably made for Android primarily, or it's mostly focused on Android because Emiwa probably has the Japanese market one.
This is J Dick. No?
Sorry, the iPhone market one.
They don't have it. You have it? Let me see. You're lying.
Yeah,
to
but I
me.
just showed you.
You're lying to me.
Say
It's
something.
like, huh? Say something.
Yeah,
Okay,
so the screen
something.
will go to you.
Something.
It's just white.
Wow, what a racist thing to say, dude. No, well, no, because the
I
whole
thought
point
this
of
has always
J.E.
been
Dick is
an
so
Android
that
only app.
the whole point of the J.E. Dick the fucking app is so that you fucking type in or you write in a kanji, you draw in a kanji. Like let's say I was.
Because
you know,
the app I'm looking at the Google Play, JED or whatever Japanese dictionary, and it looks just like Emiwa and just like Japanese. So they've updated it a lot
Oh,
since
shit.
I've
Well,
last used it.
I haven't been on the American store in a while though. But you're on the Japanese store, so that doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, I just searched it in Chrome. I'm on my.
What are you guys even talking about?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, for Android, that's the app to get.
Absolutely.
So I'm just yeah. It should be free too. So
Yeah, no, I'm actually currently doing some research into like actually trying to find apps, but it's like I want to find good apps, but at the same time, I don't want to pay a lot. Like $10 or $15
I
budget.
get my shit for free.
Yeah, tell me how to do that, please. Like, send me something.
Your shit's jailbroken, right?
Yeah, of course. Literally can, like, not do anything. Like, there's no point in me having a warranty. Like, oh shit, something happened to my phone. I guess I'll fly to Japan to fix it. Cause, like, so I just totally jailbroke it.
Yeah, I hook everybody up, usually. I hooked Anthony up with Sony Vegas.
Yeah, we totally
Reason.
purchased a legit copy of Sony Vegas Pro
Yeah.
12.
No, I mean, I know about that stuff. I've got a WhatCD account.
A what?
It's a really, like, it's a torrent site. I've got the Waffles account, I've got the WhatCD account.
I don't even know what that is.
Underground torrent sites. Yeah, man.
Underground?
I mean, you gotta know about them to have an account. Like, it's one of those sort of things. Like, you don't find it by looking it up.
Tristan wants to know, is it hard for Gaijin to live in Japan?
I think it's saying it's so hard for Gaijin to live in Japan. I think he's trying to get a rise out of us. He's been saying a few things.
I'll answer it still though. It's hard for any immigrant to move to a different country.
Yeah.
I mean, even if, like, is it hard for...
And I don't even
I
think
don't
it's
know.
that relatively hard. Like, it's hard and like
Communication is hard, and there are some frustrations.
it's like, you know how
cultural-
you have like those
cultural-
first world problems? It's like it's only hard in terms of first world problems. Like, you don't have second or third world problems. You just have like, it's like, oh, it's hard because, like, you know, some of the cultures are different and like it can be frustrating. Or like, I would say the only thing that I ever found really difficult was which I guess is one of the most broad things, is the language barriers, but in specifically when dealing with documents and things like that, I always had to ask people for help, or if I didn't have help, it like drove me nuts. So, but those are things like you'll get used to dealing with, but you have to live there if you live there a long time. But I think that it's not like really hard, it's just there's things that can be a little weird to adjust to, but overall I would say that it's in 90% of ways it's easier than living in America. I mean, there's things that are not easier, even that aren't with the language barrier, but overall I was like, I thought it was easier living.
Yep. You are correct. I totally agree with everything you said, even though I kind of wasn't paying attention.
Oh, wow.
Towards the end.
I was basically repeating.
No,
what
I was
said.
reading the comments. So.
Yeah,
it
no,
wasn't
I do
like
that.
I was totally ignoring her. But
It's funny.
yeah. But anyways, what else? What else do you guys want to talk about?
So how's school? I'm kidding.
How's school, guys? Oh,
I don't
only
even
one
have-
person.
I
No
ain't
one's in
even
school.
have school. No one's in school.
My
No
school
one's in
starts
school.
Friday.
Friday?
I have like 5 classes I'm taking, but like 3 of them are for fun, so I'm not worried about it.
Tristan wants to know if we've been to Akihabara.
I have.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
my
I have
turf.
multiple times. No, I've never been
That's
there.
my turf.
I've only been to Tokyo 2 times, and I've only been to like Odaiba and Shibuya.
I've been to Tokyo 2 times, and I've been to Akihabara like 10 times. That's what I did when I was in Tokyo. Maybe not that many times, but I've been a number of times.
That
Probably
place
more
is
than I
more
should have.
fascinating.
Is it like true like nerd heaven or whatever? I don't know. You want talk to
I
heaven,
would
whatever
dare
you want to
say.
call it.
Well, it depends.
Like,
It dep-
like is that an exaggeration or is it really
I would
like
say
totally
out
like
of-
oh shit?
Out of the places in the world that exist, yes.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
it has electronics, computers, it has tons of games, it has retro games, it has arcades, and thus arcade games, the games that come with those. It has anime stores, you can find DVD, manga, like figures all over the place, goods, things related to anime. You can find things related to like Western stuff too, like movies and things like that, and figures and stuff. Like, I would say that like you can find card games, like.
Yeah.
I would say
It's
that
also
what
a
it,
tinker town too.
I mean, it does lack some stuff that a Western nerd, so to speak, would be like into, like Doctor Who. Like, you're not gonna find Doctor Who stuff,
Yeah.
you know. But that's because that's such a Western thing. But so it does lack things. But in terms of like what I can think of the world that the world has, I would say yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. You don't want to add anything, Anthony?
Hmm?
I was just saying, like,
well,
you kind of
that-
wanted to jump in there.
Oh well, fucking
Yes.
what is it? Well, it's also like a tinkerer town too.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been
there's a
through
lot
a
of
number
little,
of
like,
stores where it's just
electronic
parts
stuff.
for shit,
Just
and
parts,
like, I wouldn't
yeah.
know what to fucking do with them. But
They're
like
cool.
you always see people browsing. It's really neat. It's also like for the creative minds as well.
Would you guys ever live there if you had the chance?
In Akihabara, no, I don't want to get it.
I don't like Tokyo very much. I don't really like want to live in Tokyo. Period. It's like a shame because I wish I could was rich enough where it's like I could go on and fly out to Tokyo like a couple times a month to do things. But like living there seems absolutely awful. Like I love Fukuoka.
That's her home turf.
That's
The
her
home
hood.
turf, you know. Me Michaela's hood. But Fukuoka.
Yeah.
I dare you to go to a cuddle shop.
To a what shop?
Cuddle shop.
They don't really have those actually.
What is a cuddle shop?
It's a thing Vice reported on that it's like this weird cafe. It's one of those weird off cafes that in
So it's not like a real thing. It's just like a novelty.
I think there's one that technically exists,
So
but
it's
it's
like a
in
novelty
Akihabara.
thing.
It's in Akihabara, and it you go and you cuddle with women. You don't have sex with them. You don't really touch them. You just go and chill with them, and they
Hug 'em.
brush your hair, clean your ears and stuff.
You know what? On my
Not even that weird, but now that I think about it.
fuck, I think it's cost of living in Japan video. Some dude is totally he's trying to get as much information as he can about the used panties vending machines.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, it's true that kind of thing exists, but it's so obscure, it's not normal. So it's not
Yeah.
people are buying used panties, through vending machines everywhere. It's probably
Yeah. I
so
don't-
obscure and a novelty thing.
I don't
Am I
know if
using that
you.
correctly? Novelty.
Yeah, no, novelty works. I
Damn,
don't
it's
know
so
if
fucking dark in
anyone
here.
saw about maybe a month and a half ago. I was tweeting, maybe not even that long. I was tweeting with Rose, or Rose,
Rose?
who's on. She's a girl I follow, or she's a woman who also lives in Fukuoka, who I follow on Twitter, who I've actually never met. But we were tweeting about expat problems, or you've been in Japan too long when hashtag you've been in Japan too long when, and we were talking about hashtag you've been in Japan too long when you realize anything Tokyo does not apply to the rest of Japan. When they're blah 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 Tokyo Japan, you're okay, and the rest of Japan's not like that. The culture in Tokyo is just different.
Oh yeah, when they reported those Japanese people were injecting these big ass bagel shaped
Yeah, that's
stuff
fucking
into their head.
gross.
They were
that
they were
wasn't
injecting
normal.
salmon.
That
Yeah,
ain't
and
normal.
that's more of an underground bod mob thing. Too.
That's a
That's
condition.
not normal. Your average person doesn't do that, but I know people who do that shit. And because it's a thing that exists and it's underground, but it's not a weird Japan thing, or even a
Yeah,
weird
it's
Tokyo
not
thing.
even
It's just kind of a weird
Japanese at
thing.
all.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing that exists in the world, and then that was just a really tiny trend.
And people totally ran with that any small thing that Rocket News reports about, people think oh, that Japan is like this, or this is
Yeah.
everywhere in Japan. It's so annoying, especially when you get comments asking about shit like that. I'm oh, I just ignore them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Park-chan wants to know if we have any experience with JET
I
or any
don't.
similar programs. I've never been an English teacher, so I have zero information about that kind of stuff.
I'm still a student, bro.
I don't know about.
I have no information either.
You were a student here too.
I was a student too, but I know like somebody mentioned a few YouTubers. There's there's YouTubers who are either JET participants or who used to be JET. A girl that I really like is her name's Ramonda, so she's Ramonda B. Bysky. I'll post it in the thing. She also did JET and she left JET and she talks about that, so that's in there. But yeah, I have no experience with JET. I've heard like either people loved it or they hated it.
Yeah.
And like the person I just posted, Kawaii Jutsu, they have a lot of videos talking about JET and like talking about some of their negative and some of their really good experiences. So I think it just depends on your school, and that goes with any program. In terms of like JET, I've heard that they have pretty good benefits and they take care of you pretty decently, but like, yeah, like most of them, like you'll basically just be thrown out and be like, okay, you're in Japan, here you go, do it yourself, and but you get paid good. JET pays the best too.
I want to interrupt. So Pugchan has actually bought panties from a vending machine in Akihabara at the bottom of a massive porn store. What? And Australian customs took them from her, so she wasn't able to keep them when she entered.
Why'd they take them? That seems weird.
Why didn't she just say they were hers?
They wanted in on some of the used penny action.
Yeah, well, how would they even know?
Yeah.
Is there any jobs in Japan that Gaijin can do that's not teaching English? Yeah, I actually work at a bar, so that's a job.
It depends on your visa. By far, that's
it depends on your visa. I can do whatever the fuck I want, almost. Like I can't like own a business. I don't think so.
Yeah, your wife would have to own it.
Yeah, my wife would have to own it, but I can almost do anything I want, any kind of job I want, because I'm on a spouse visa. But if you're like on another visa, they have more restrictions.
On a student visa, you can't work at a bar or any place with alcohol. Like you can't work at a host club or anything like that. You can't work at a bar. You can work at a restaurant. And you're restricted to working 28 hours a week, but you can basically do any job you can get, and it depends on your Japanese level, basically. I actually just taught English because you make by far the most amount of money, and you just do private lessons. That's what I did. And
you know
in
what,
terms
I was thinking
of
about doing that, but I suck at English, so
you really don't need to be that good. Like half the time, I would be paid like $30 an hour to just chat with people. Like we just talk because they just want to have practice
really?
talking. Like yeah, and so they'll just talk, and and they understand. It's like they pay you. Like I used to go out with this guy, and he'd just buy me. We go to like Starbucks or whatever, and he'd get me a drink, and we just chat for like an hour and a half. I never charged more because I felt bad, like charging.
Oh shit! She bought 30 pairs of panties.
Hairs.
And they were confused about the capsules. Oh my god!
Just tell them that they were like a Dragon Ball Z thing, capsule.
I would have just explained, like you do these machines and there's stuff inside, and I would have made something up.
I would have said, oh, you do?
Yeah, I have to go to school tomorrow to get.
Oh shit! Sorry, dude. I forgot about the time.
No, I don't have school tomorrow. I have to go do some fucking thing for college. I don't know. But you guys can enjoy the show.
Well, we should probably head off anyways.
Yeah, because we've been going on for almost 2
hours. Fuck. Hey, it's okay.
I would have said the panties were hair ties or something.
Just giant hair ties.
I would have said that's how I pack my clothes.
Yeah, or so, you could have done that. Like I don't know. Like that's weird that they even gave a shit. But I would have been like, put them 2X. They aren't anything.
And I wouldn't have. I don't.
Explosive panties.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. That's a situation.
Cowboy is the host, and then
Cowboy should be a host. I've been scouted for a host 3 times since I've been here, and I can't work as a host because I'm not at that level of Japanese because it's a talking job.
I know, but
and
you can just be there.
I can only speak basic. so I can't be a host. But I have been scouted to be a host.
I have
3
seen
times.
I have seen places that I wasn't scared to host before. That's a story for another day. But there are places where you can do like English. You speak English. There's a Princess Club or something where all the guys they
Butler Club.
yeah but you speak English apparently and you act
the
as like
English butler or whatever.
no but you act no they act they're princesses, you act like they're a prince, like it's like the Prince Charming
Oh
Club.
shit,
Oh,
that's
So-
like some Akihabara stuff, right?
Yeah, that's some Akihabara shit.
I don't know if it's in Akihabara actually, but you
So
go
here they
and
only have like normal host clubs. And I don't know. They seem like.
I mean, it is a normal host club. It's just themed. It's just kind of a themed one. And then, excuse me, and, oh God, what was I saying? Oh, and they speak English. As far as I know.
Yeah, but you should even if you have basic Japanese, you should work at a host club.
I don't
and
know because being a
the
host.
funny thing is, you could fucking be like, sushi wo tabemasu, and then they would just fucking like.
I don't know because that's not the most, you know,
Respectful
how do
job.
you say, respectful job for a married
Hey man,
man
it pays bills.
to have. You
Oh,
know.
this is a talking job. It's not like you're getting in
I
their
mean,
pants.
yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean.
You're a married man. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. Anyways, we gotta end this.
We gotta end it.
Flirting with women as your job seems weird when you're married. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the most, you know, the fuck. What am I trying to say? It's not a job you should be proud of. You know?
Right.
I mean, maybe if you're single, you know. It's
If
no
you're a
big deal.
bachelor, it's cool.
Yeah, but if you're
married,
married,
man. Sushi wo tabemasu.
but that doesn't stop people. That doesn't stop. What? Oh, cowboy should be a model. No homo.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
So many people say that.
Oh shit.
No,
My
no,
current boy toy
I used to
is
get that a
actually
lot.
get scouted.
I got scared one time back in the States before I came here. A little bit, like a couple months before I came to Japan. I was at this, me and my sister's boyfriend went to this old lady's house, where she's not super old, but she was like 40 to like 50. And we had to pick up something from my neighbor. And she was like, oh, okay, come here. Or it's in this room, come get it. We had to get like this computer stuff. And I said, oh, I'll get it for you, don't worry, just give me the address. And like, she was totally like coming on to me, and I was like, oh my god. This old lady, and then like I was the only one in her, like the computer stuff was like in her closet, but her closet was like in her room, like through her bathroom.
Oh,
like it's kind of hard to explain, but I was like, fuck. There's so many hallways and doors that I passed through her, like with her, like we're totally on the opposite side of the house. Like I'm gonna get raped. Like this lady's gonna rape me. Like she has. I was like, oh my god, I'm scared for my life. Like even
That's
my
funny.
mom's. It's kind of weird when your mom's friends like kind of come on to you too. Like some of my mom's friends have come on to me,
Yeah.
and like people are always like, man, what are you? You look so exotic. Like they just can't like tell what the fuck I am, and they I don't know. It's really cool. And like my wife works at a shoe store, and they hire some like half people too to do model work. And like her boss was like, "Oh man, we should totally get me to Jonathan to model for some of the stuff." And my wife is like, "No, he's too short. He can't be a model." I'm like, "Why the fuck you gotta say that?"
How tall are you?
Ah,
I'm like supposed
Dang.
to, I'm half Japanese and half Spanish, so I'm only like 5'7". So
Oh, that's not
I'm
awful
like,
in Japan. That's
hey,
average.
you're shorter than me, dude.
Yeah, well, that Japanese people like this is where I belong. You know, everyone is my size. Everything is my size too. But like, yeah, I'm not tall, so I can't be a
5'9",
model.
5'10".
So that's that dream down the toilet. But yeah. You know what pisses me off is when you Anthony tell me like when we're talking and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm too short.
Faucet downstairs.
And you're like,
Yeah, I know. It's broken.
and
I
I'm
know
like,
it's
dude,
broken.
You're like 5'11". What the fuck?
Me?
You're not short.
I'm like 5'9",
Yeah.
5'10".
When you tell me you're
Yeah,
short
that's not
or
very
something,
tall
and I'm
either.
like, dude,
I'm
what the
short
fuck?
here.
You're not short.
Everyone in my fucking high school is taller than me. I'm
No,
the short
5'10" is short. It's still pretty short in my book. It's not like it's not like I'd comment on your short, but I would never remark that he's tall. He's on the short
5'11"?
end. 5'10", 5'11", that's on the shorter end. You're not tall till you're at least 6 foot.
What the fuck? That's only like 1 inch.
Yeah,
5'11"
makes
is
it,
1
inch is a
away
huge difference. It's a huge
Yeah.
difference.
What?
That's
Yeah,
like
it's
extra
only
forehead room.
4 inches from 5'7". It's a huge difference. It makes a huge difference. And then like I wouldn't call someone tall until they're at least 6'2". Like, oh wow,
6'2".
you're tall. I wouldn't remark on somebody being tall and like unless they're like 6'2", I'd be like, oh wow, you're tall. Because I only really like tall guys. My current guy's like 6 feet. He's a quarter Japanese and like Scottish, and he looks like really like he's kind of weird. Like you can tell he's Asian, but it's hard. It's weird.
Oh, like me. You know, he
Yeah.
has that mix of the Western and Eastern facial features.
Yeah, he's way pale. He looks a little Korean too, actually.
Well, I gotta
Also,
go.
people say I look Korean. Like I get some of that in the comments too. Like some of our friends, like recently, like the other day. Only when like I have like my hair down there. Like,
Yeah, the hair
Korean
down.
style.
The hair is what makes it look right now. You don't look Korean. Okay, yeah, we should disband. We're just talking about all sorts of weird things.
Yeah.
Okay.
but anyways, okay, I guess we're done here. Sorry guys for the super long show and for the 2-parter technical difficulty interruption thing. I don't know if it was my fault, but I don't know.
No, you're fine. We get the 2-hour special. Be happy.
2 hour
Yeah,
special. 2 hour comeback special. All of us back together in the
The
same
family's
stream.
back.
But yeah, I see Kyle O. His what
I
he
no,
wrote about
and
the-
actually 5'10's the average, not under.
It's average, yeah.
5'10" is
It's my-
average.
Yeah, 5'10's average.
Well, he's from Texas. We're from California.
In the U.S., 5'10 is average.
Really?
On men between or all, well, that's all Americans. No,
5'10".
never mind. Sorry, that's men is 20 to 29 is 5'10,
Well, I guess
and it says
20
20
29.
plus is 5'9.5, but that counts old people as well, and that's not a very good measure because they
Yeah,
they
okay.
do shrink a little bit, but 5'10.
Shit,
Well-
I wish it was plastic surgery to make you taller. I would totally get it.
There is surgery, but it's awful. and
Yeah, I
horrible.
know about that surgery, but I mean, like, I don't know.
Oh, Mexican Americans are short.
I'm pretty tall for a Mexican American.
I was
5'7"
totally
is
fucking
average.
screwed from the beginning. Japanese.
Because I'm taller than my father. Father's slightly taller than Jonathan.
Do you know who's fucking tall and the same as me? Oh, he's an actor. What's his name?
There's a lot of short actors.
No.
Yeah.
He's a Japanese actor. He's Spanish and Japanese.
I mean, even in America, there's a
But
lot of
he's
short
really
actors.
tall.
Tom Cruise, like 5'7".
He's really tall. What's his name? You something.
I'm gonna have no idea.
June's tall, from Rachel and June.
Tired.
Really
no, he
tall.
has like a really like Spanish face, but he's half Japanese too.
I don't know.
He was like in
I guess.
Hamakimi. What?
I gotta go to bed, Jonathan.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Anyways,
Gonna wake up
talking
at
about tall
5.
people. It doesn't matter. I'm still shorter than everyone else. So yeah. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you all for watching part 1 and 2.
Yeah, look out for any
Electric
future
Boogaloo.
shows.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys posted about it. So yeah, check our Twitters, like a religion for that stuff.
Anyways, thanks, guys.
Thank you all for watching this 2-hour special, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Drive safe.